It all started with a sound that made the entire diner go silent, the sharp crack of a slap. A young waitress, barely 20, stood frozen beside table 7, her cheek red, her hands trembling as a half-full coffee pot shattered on the floor. The man who'd done it, a bulky, red-faced customer in a leather jacket, leaned back in his seat, smirking like he owned the place. Across the room, a man in a faded flannel shirt looked up from his meal. He had that quiet, steady kind of presence, the kind that made people instinctively lower their voices around him. His name was Jack Harris, a single dad and Marine veteran who'd seen his fair share of ugliness in the world. He'd just come in after a long day at the auto shop, hoping for a quiet dinner and a slice of pie before picking up his little girl from dance class. But what he saw at that moment stirred something deep inside him, something he thought he'd left behind on foreign soil. Before we go any further, if you love stories where courage, kindness, and justice still matter, hit that like button and subscribe. Because this story will make you believe in good people again. Jack didn't move right away. He watched as the waitress tried to apologize to the man who'd hit her, her voice cracking as she said, "I'm sorry, sir, I'll get you another coffee." But the man just laughed, tossed a few coins on the table, and muttered something cruel about useless girls who can't do a job right. The other diners looked away, pretending to check their phones or sip their drinks. No one wanted to get involved. But Jack stood up. Slowly, deliberately. The legs of his chair scraped against the floor, echoing through the tense silence. Every eye turned to him. "Apologize," Jack said, his voice low, calm, but with that kind of calm that makes your stomach twist. The bully sneered. "Mind your business, old man." Jack took a step closer. The room seemed to shrink around them. "She's not your punching bag," he said. "You hit her again, and you'll answer to me." The man got to his feet, towering over Jack, trying to intimidate him. But Jack didn't flinch. His eyes stayed locked, sharp, unblinking, marine eyes that had once faced enemies with guns, not words. "What are you, her daddy?" The bully spat. Jack tilted his head slightly. "No," he said. "But I am someone who doesn't stand by while cowards hurt women." The man swung. It happened fast, a wild punch thrown in anger, but Jack moved like a ghost. One side step, one precise motion, and the bully's wrist was caught, twisted, and pinned to the table before anyone could blink. The man howled, dropping to one knee as Jack leaned close enough to whisper something only he could hear. "This is mercy," Jack said. "Next time you even think about hitting someone smaller than you, remember this moment. Because next time, there won't be mercy." Jack let go. The man stumbled backward, clutching his arm. He glanced around, realizing every single person in the diner, even the cook, was staring at him. No one was on his side. For once, he was the one who felt small. Without another word, he stormed out, his boots thudding hard on the floor. Silence hung for a long second before the room exhaled all at once. The waitress, her name tag read, Lily, stood there with tears brimming in her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice shaking. Jack just nodded. "You okay?" She nodded, wiping her cheek. "Yeah, no one ever stands up for me like that." Jack gave a faint smile. "You deserve respect, Lily. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise." The cook came out from behind the counter, shaking his head. "Man, I've been running this place 15 years, he said. "Never seen someone handle trouble like that." Jack just shrugged. Old habits. A few minutes later, he paid his bill, added a big tip to Lily's check, and headed for the door. But before he left, Lily ran up with something in her hand, a small paper bag. "Please," she said. "It's for your daughter. A slice of pie, on the house." Jack smiled. A real one this time. "Thank you," he said softly. "She'll love that." When he got outside, the sun had already dipped below the trees, casting the parking lot an amber light. He took a deep breath, looking back at the diner. Through the window, Lily was still wiping tables, standing a little taller now. And inside that moment, Jack realized something. Maybe being a hero didn't always mean saving the world. Sometimes it meant just standing up, when no one else would. That night, when Jack picked up his daughter, she asked why he had pie in his hand. He told her, "Because sometimes, kiddo, when you do the right thing, good things find their way back to you." And somewhere across town, a man sat alone in his car, staring at his bruised wrist and thinking hard about the kind of man he wanted to be.